कि किसी की हत्या कर दो, कुल्हाड़ी से काट दो, जवान काट लो या रेप कर लो, इसकी हम तीव्र भर्त्सना करने का काम करते हैं। और हमारी बहन और बेटियों की इज्जत सुरक्षित रहे, उसके लिए अगर हमको अपनी जान देनी पड़े तो उसके लिए लोग तैयार रहें। कोई व्यक्ति अगर हमारी बहन और बेटियों के साथ
एक मिनट ये 1 सेकंड, ऋतव्रता आपको कुछ पूछ रहे हैं सीपीएम पार्टी से। गो अहेड। ऋतव्रता,
I have a simple question. What
आप सुनिए।
earlier the leaders of Samajwadi Party has said
पहले अपनी बात हम
that
कह लें,
there is no difference
पहले
what
अपनी बात हम
Tapas
कह
Pal
लें,
has said. How, see, Tapas Pal yesterday categorically said that destroy homes, destroy families, shoot them and get them raped. So this is a sequel or no? You were telling that why Mamata Banerjee is not reacting. She is not reacting. Even what Advait was telling about the Park Street incident, after that Park Street incident happened, Mamata Banerjee said it's a concocted story. The rape increased in Bengal. It's a continuous.
So my question to Ravidas is, Ravidas जी ये बताइए कि एक मिनट, आपके लीडर ने कहा था boys will be boys. 1 minute. आपके लीडर ने कहा था कि हिंदी में क्या था, लड़के तो लड़के होंगे, एंड व्हाट वाज द सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट? गलतियां हो जाती है। उन्होंने कहा रेप एक तरह की गलती है जो लड़के करते हैं। 1 मिनट। तो जो मुलायम सिंह यादव ने कहा और जो तापस पाल ने कहा, तृणमूल के मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट जो है, उसमें अंतर क्या है? आपको आज गुस्सा आ रहा है तापस पाल पर, तो आपको मुलायम सिंह यादव पर गुस्सा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है?
मेरे पास सुनिए गोस्वामी जी, उन्होंने जो टीएमसी के सांसद हैं उन्होंने कहा,
मैं मुलायम सिंह यादव के बारे में पूछ रहा हूं, आपको गुस्सा आता है कि इस तरह की घटिया बात आपके लीडर्स करते हैं?
देखिए, हम लोग जो हैं, हमारी पार्टी जो बहन और बेटियां हैं उनकी,
मैं पूछ रहा हूं बहन और बेटी के बारे में, आपको नहीं पूछ रहा, आपको मैं पूछ रहा हूं आपके मुलायम सिंह यादव के बारे में।
पूरी बात सुनिए ना,
आप मुलायम सिंह यादव पे आपको पूछ रहा हूं, पूरी बात सुनने की क्या जरूरत है? मैं तो आपको पूछ रहा हूं, आपको क्या शर्म आती है कि आज जो कमेंट्स ये किए जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि आप जैसे लीडर्स, आप में हिम्मत नहीं है मुलायम सिंह यादव के खिलाफ कुछ बोलने का, जैसे कि संबित पात्रा में कोई हिम्मत नहीं है, चिल्लाने की हिम्मत तो इनमें है। मगर 1 मिनट,
don't try to bring me up for unnecessary
I'll tell you the Goa PWD minister
पहले बात आप लोग ये चाहते हैं,
because he has no answers, so I'm asking you the
I have
question.
answers. Yes, tell me.
The Goa, is there a PWD minister called Sudhin Dhavalikar in Goa?
I am not going
1 minute.
I am not going to defend the PWD minister because I feel unsolicited advices as far as morality is concerned is not required from politicians. They are supposed to do their work on the ground, protect the women. That is it. They are not supposed to give unsolicited advice. So I am not going to defend the indefensible.
No, then throw him out from the party. I mean, here's a minister who says
you cannot throw a person out of the party because unsolicited advice has been given.
I want to tell you what he says, and I want to.
No, I have read that. That part I have heard.
I also want to keep you on air so that I can. I want viewers to see the expression on your face while I tell you what the minister says. The minister says this, right? The minister in Goa says this, and today it's exceptional. Today, the Goa chief minister jokes about rape, and the Goa PWD minister says that if young girls start going to pubs in short dresses, what will happen? I don't know what he means by that. And he says he's against women wearing nonsense things because it paves the way to many illegal activities. Wearing nonsense things by picking up short dresses and bikinis. There's all drug trade going on in Goa. Your minister can't talk about that, but he's going to talk about women wearing short dresses. This is what he said. I'm going to play the tape. Listen. Look at that, Sambit Patra. Look at that.
जो आधे कपड़े से और आधे जो बीच पर लोग लेके जो लेडीज वहाँ आती है वो बंद होना चाहते हैं। एक महिला के पीछे 10-10, 15-15 आदमी घूमते हमने देखा है और ये सब कंट्रोल नहीं हो सकता है।
Right. So Aryaman Sundaram, I want to get you back into this debate, and Malavika Rajkotia, please feel free to come in. Sambit Patra says don't ask us these questions.
No.
I'm not going to answer questions. I'll talk about what others say.
Don't put words in your mouth. I clearly said I am not going to defend the indefensible.
There is no defense.
No minister is supposed to give unnecessary, unsolicited, moralistic advices. He is supposed to work on the ground. Any minister from any political party. My stand is very clear. But I only dare you to the fact that don't compare the Chief Minister of Goa with Tapas Das, whatever his name is, because he has not.
I have two comments.
He has not trivialized the issue of rape anywhere.
Well, he has joked about it. If that's not trivialization, I don't know what is.
I have gone to the speech. He has not joked.
One thing that I was trying to mention at that time. Derek O'Brien is not here. Trinamool Congress has boycotted.
Derek O'Brien wants to speak only on channels which will not ask him tough questions. He's been running away from this since yesterday. He gives select phone interviews to channels which will not ask him tough follow-up questions. It is his choice. Derek O'Brien does not want to speak to a real channel. He wants a platform, and that empty chair is actually Derek O'Brien's chair, which he likes to take usually, but he's running away from tonight.
I just want to answer him as he is not there. He said that within 24 hours, Tapas Pal tendered an apology. Before even 24 hours is too small a time to tender an apology. Even before this apology was tendered, a district Trinamool leader, top leader, he said that political opponents, he said about BJP, not about us, that political opponents are to be sacrificed during the time of pujas.
This is not an apology.
No.
This is first of all, this is not an apology.
No, they are said Derek O'Brien is telling
this is not an apology.
Say or no, this apology will never come, because it is not only the case of Tapas Pal. There is a legislator, Monirul Islam, in West Bengal Assembly publicly saying that I have killed 3 CPIM people. I have just killed them. His name has disappeared from the chart sheet. A district Trinamool Congress President, Anubrata Mondal.
Wait. Let's remain restricted to the Tapas Pal comment. I know you want to broad base it. I'm going to come back to you.
I'm going to come back to you. Even BJP workers have been butchered. Even BJP workers have been butchered in West Bengal. We all know that they've been raped, they've been butchered.
What has that got to do with Manohar Parikar's comment?
No.
No, what does that have to do with the Goa minister's comment?
Why it doesn't have?
Why won't you talk about that?
It has to do.
1 minute, somebody blow the volume.
It has to do with Tapas Pal's statement. We should debate that aspect also. When one of the member of Parliament of West Bengal outrightly says that the opposition members should be raped, should be killed, and BJP members are killed, this is an issue of importance which Times Now should debate.
I'm asking you what action you will take against your own chief minister and your ministers. Your embarrassment is writ large on your face. Don't think that interrupting.
People are being killed.
I am asking.
That is a larger issue. Exactly. So I'm standing with you also. No human being from any political party.
No, watch. I just want.
CPIM or BJP.
Just a minute. To that empty chair, which is actually the Trinamool Congress designated chair that they are running away from, I have many questions to ask, but I'll ask them later. My question simply has been to the BJP, which cannot give me an answer. What action will they take against the chief minister who jokes about rape? Aryaman Sundaram, in my view, what's going on is the BJP and the Trinamool Congress are telling us that look here, we got a mandate.
Arnab, I cannot stand here and listen to all
we
these
have
things.
A mandate. You have a choice of walking out.
No,
we have a mandate.
But you cannot compare BJP with Trinamool Congress.
They are saying we have a
not at all.
Out of what stems this tremendous and unbridled arrogance,
to make a point,
Aryaman Sundaram, which says that you can have one member of parliament threatening rape, and you can have a chief minister joking about rape, and we won't take any action. What does that arrogance stem from, if not the feeling that the mandate is there to back them up? Aryaman Sundaram, let's go down to basics. For me, that's the real issue here. How do you look at it?
Firstly, that arrogance comes from the fact that the election is just over and they don't have to face another election for 5 years.
Precisely.
That is number one. Number two, it is an unfortunate reflection on what the value systems of politicians has become. Politicians find it very, very easy to make stirring, rousing speeches, getting people to get up and unify in a voice together, and violence is one of the best ways to get people, like religious fervor or violence. These are all issues, hatred. These are all ways to, in one way, for a short time, unification of people. And they get their pleasure out of the fact that you have a whole host of people there who, unfortunately, I cannot call right-thinking people, who applaud this and who all react and give them the reaction that they want. The saddest fact which Arnab we have to face is this man was able to make statements the way he did, and there was a crowd which listened to him and did not stone him. And that is the saddest fact.
Well said.
And that is, I think, is what gives them the confidence to say what they do.
Precisely, I cannot agree with you
Let's
more.
not run away from our own responsibilities as citizens.
Arnab,
No, I completely agree with you, and I want to throw this at Malavika that, you know, it's not.
No, Arnab,
One second.
let me make
Ranjana
a
also
point.
joining us. Malavika, Sanjay, I see your hand go up. Malavika, yes. You heard the political reactions. What would you say to them?
I want to make a
what
point
I want
very
to
quickly,
say,
Arnab.
to supplement what Aryama said, I also want to say that they are all united in misogyny. And that is the new religion which is emerging as a backlash to any movements towards empowerment of women. And that is the frightening
Let her
thing,
complete.
which includes
There are enough
male
examples.
politicians,
There are
spokespersons.
you don't want to let anyone else speak.
all my head hanging in
Sambit,
humility,
1 minute.
Arnab.
There you,
Arnab,
Sambit, are you the anchor of the program? Do you have pretensions
for a
about
while,
being the anchor of the program? If you're not, you cannot interrupt when at will. Let her make a
Goa Chief
comment.
Minister, why unnecessarily are you bringing the Goa Chief Minister into the discussion?
Will you decide? No, what
Sambit,
just hold it a minute. Hold it a minute. Sambit, you have to learn to stop. The art of good discourse, you have to learn to stop. And I'll tell you one thing very clearly. I don't think you should display such arrogance on my television show. And I'm telling you, don't display this level of arrogance.
With all my humility,
do not
I stand by my Chief Minister. With all my humility, I stand by my Chief Minister, who I believe may have
the Goa Chief Minister is the same in fascism and misogyny as Mamata Banerjee.
Do not compare. My only take is just the last word.
Sambit, you have to stop. You have to stop. No, I will not let you have a last word running over the show.
Don't compare Bengal with Goa, please. Let's
I want to just now, you know, you will not interrupt.
They both, I want to say, they are both in the same place.
Mr. Parikar, if you're watching the program tonight,
both misogynist.
Mr. Parikar, if you're watching the program tonight, please see that Sambit Patra has done his utmost to show his loyalty to you.
Not at all.
Even if he is
loyalty to truth.
But
Remember,
but this is a news program, not an opportunity
please don't misguide
to display your political loyalties to
loyalty
leaders.
to truth.
Malavika Rajkotia and Sambit, I told you will now speak when I let you. Malavika.
No, all I wanted to say was that the Goa Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, are both in the same place, on the same road. Just because one has said the same thing in a lighter version doesn't make it any less serious. And you're right about this, again, this desperate opportunism to show loyalty at the most ghastly forums. I mean, he shouldn't be doing this.
Sambit, now I told you. No, Sambit, you can't do this. Sambit, you will not. No, Sambit.
People are being killed in Bengal.
Sambit, don't do this.
Sambit, trivialize this issue where people
Sambit,
are
this
being
is
killed.
1 minute. Please, I'm requesting you now. And I'm requesting
No,
you.
no,
I am requesting.
essential.
No, this is bad manners. Don't do this. Do not do this now, Sambit. I'm requesting you. People across the country are watching. And remember this. Please remember and do not interrupt me before I complete my sentence.
People are dying in Bengal.
The question, yes,
Bengal with
and
Goa.
your minister is trying to say that women are responsible for the crimes against them. And your chief minister is making a joke of rape.
No one is
I think
defending
that is
that
as
minister.
ridiculous.
No one is defending that minister.
As ridiculous
But
as Mamata Banerjee not acting.
Don't compare Bengal with Goa. That is all. You can continue.
It's my choice. Now, please. Sanjay Jha wanted to come in at that point. Sanjay. Ranjana Kumari, welcome to the debate. The BJP is determined not to let anyone speak today. They obviously feel that they have won an election, so nobody else has a right to say anything. So, Sanjay Jha is coming in. Sanjay.
You know, Arnab, I just want to make one short point. We have all seen the ghastly, gruesome rape that happened in Badaun in Uttar Pradesh. You also have an example here of India's highest political executive authority, the cabinet, allowing somebody controversial and accused and alleged, let's use the word alleged rape, shall we say accused in Rajasthan, who continues to be in the cabinet. The BJP defends it. Now, can you imagine the kind of signals that sending, or you're sending all over the country? Perhaps in a great number of ways, unwittingly, in a
I told you,
it's encouraging number of political
Sambit, you must
please
into taking their own little plunge into anti-women and sexual violence.
One, you can't ignore that. 3, 4 and 5, you have made your point, now stop.
But
Please.
Sanjay are preaching me.
Let him.
Sanjay,
let
please,
him. Let him, please. Yes. Complete your point quickly, Sanjay. It's clear here to me that political parties only want to score points.
So my basic point is...
I'm going to throw the lines open. Okay, Sanjay, complete.
No. My basic point is... My basic point is that at this point of time, there are far too many instances that should be causing great concern. Rape is becoming an it's reaching alarming proportions, and political parties, including mine, will have to be very sensitive about that. But you have a BJP government at the top, and by keeping somebody in their cabinet and dismissing any allegation against him as an attempt to derail a certain political personality,
Sambit, please stop.
Aggravating.
No, Sambit, please stop. The comment is this. I want to go to Advaita. Just because others don't interrupt into the debate, they can't be kept out. My question is here.
Is damaging the entire political class.
This is simply about violence and perverted violence. I'll tell you, there is something sick about this man, Tapas Pal, because there's another comment. This is not about rape, which is new tape. Again, is that the real fear?
Yes, Arnav, I think is the political men in the country are not only responsible of crime that they are committing in terms of, making these statements with criminal intent. They are using rape as a tool of political vendetta. They are trying to, they're not only that they are insulting, but they are taking our society towards a decadent culture where rape becomes unacceptable. And also when you look at some of the statements, they are trying to, in some sense, put their own guilt, because they are the ones who are inflicting crime on women, that they are trying to tell the women to do what and not to do what. I mean, like in the sense that wear this dress, do this, do that, because they know that they are responsible for creating a culture where there is total acceptability for rape. You can use rape as political vendetta, you can use rape as communal vendetta, whatever. So it has to be women's body which needs to be targeted, attacked, abused, brutalized by these people. This is the kind of culture political men are creating in this country.
And my question is simply this, that if Tapas Pal enters Parliament on Monday, will you feel disgraced? Opening up the phone lines, and our first caller is Krishna Kumar from Ahmedabad. Yes, Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Yeah, good evening, Arnav. My simple point is that I just want to remind something. Few days back in the Parliament, Modi had said that we should not be analyzing rape and we should be sensitive toward this subject. And I'm surprised that after making such a huge statement, the BJP leader had the audacity to make such an irresponsible statement. Now, as far as the TMC
Mr. Krishna Kumar,
leader is concerned, it is no surprise because it is basically a party of Gundas. and such mentality exists and will exist in future also. So there is no hope from TMC. But at least from BJP, this was not expected, considering that Mr. Parikar is an IIT and is very well educated. And it is very unfortunate that even as a BJP supporter, I feel very, sad about it that this statement has come from them.
Well,
now the problem is that this kind of
people are actually watching the Trinamool very closely, but people are watching the BJP also very closely. What Narendra Modi had said was, don't analyze rape.